the way that you orient and lay out a drawing, your, let me do this. Let me come over here and show you that real quick. So let's say this is my front view. My top view, I'm going to go directly above it, right? My right side view is going to the right. A left side view is going to the left. A bottom view is going to the bottom. And then I can do a back view. Those are the 6 different possible views of an object. But that's going to be the layout of your drawing, okay? If you look at any object, that's the 6 possible sides that you can view that object from. I can view it from the top, the front, the right side view. If I was standing over here, I could see the left side view. Back here, I would see the back. Down here, I would see the bottom. All right, so my front view goes here. Now I know I want the top view of this object. So I'm just going to draw me a line. I'm going to put a line up here 1 unit away. And all that is a placeholder. That's just going to allow me to start drawing my top view exactly 1 unit away. I also want to draw my right side view, even space away. So I'm going to put another 1 and hit escape. So now I've got my placeholders. My top view, if I'm looking at just the top view, I know already, okay, I know it's 3.25 in length, right? That makes sense. It should be the same as this. So I'm just going to start drawing 3.25 and hit enter. Now I also see that it's a thickness of 2.0, right? It gives it to me right here. Now I can draw back, go ahead and finish my box, 3.25, and then close that up. Okay. At this point, I can actually just delete that line because, like I said, that was a placeholder. All I'm doing is making this look very professional. I want to put it away in even space here. I want this space right here to be equal. And that's just a real easy way to do that. So that started my top view, but that's not exactly what I see here. So I can come back to the drawing and take some measurements. That's one way to do it. Or I can start projecting my lines from my front view. So, and the way I do that, anywhere you have a change in direction. So right here, this line starts here, comes out, and it stops, and it goes from the right, it starts going directly down. So there's a change in direction. So I know I can draw a line, and there's going to be some kind of line up here in that exact same location. Same way, the starting point, those line up, and the ending point, those line up. Well, so here's another change in direction. So I'm going to draw me another projection line, just straight up. Okay. Now I can look and see that this line here goes all the way across the object. So to finish that, all I've got to do is trim it up, get rid of top and bottom. Okay. But this down here, it does not go all the way through. It stops somewhere in here, right? Well, I'm gonna have that distance. How far does this line go? 0.75. So one way I can do that, I can draw a line up 0.75 and then over, and where they cross, that's going to create that that box. That's one way to do it. I could also do an offset like we talked about, offset 0.75 and offset that up, right? From there, I would just go back and trim. I would pick all my cutting lines, which are those two, and then just start cleaning it up. Trim those two, get rid of those two. I need to do another trim line. I forgot that one, and that one is done. So right there you see again, right here from the top view, you see what you see? That rectangle, and then you've got this L or gun shape, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so that's my top view. I see both of those there. That means that one's done. All right, now I want to get the right side view, and that's going to be looking at it if I was standing here and I looked at it exactly parallel right here, or perpendicular, I'm sorry. All right, the way I do that, I know I'm going to go back to my drawing. It's 2.25 tall, so I'm going to draw a line 2.25. It's also now I'm looking at the right side view, so I need to know how thick it is. So it's going to be the same as the top. It's going to be a thickness of 2 and enter. 2.25 tall and close it. Delete my line because, again, that's just a placeholder. And now I've got 3 views: front view, top view, right side view. However, that line, that red does not look the same as that, right? It's not just a square. So what I need to do, I'm going to start off with my front view and say, okay, any change of directions? Yep, here's one. I'm going to pull a line. The only other line or change of direction is up here, right? So this length here and this length here should be represented here. So we know that, okay, from here to here is 0.75 given to us over here. So that's going to be the same gap right here. So if I do an offset of 0.75 and I offset this over, now all I have to do is clean it up. I'm going to do some trimming, get rid of all the stuff I don't need. Oh, I trimmed too much, sorry. Because I need part of that. So I don't need that, I don't need that, and I don't need that. But that finishes up the red. See how that looks? You've got one big square, 2 little squares. At that point, that drawing, problem 5-7, is completely drawn. Okay? And that's set up, that's a multi-view drawing. You're taking a 2-dimensional or a 3-dimensional object and you're representing it in a 2D drawing. Again, that's a front view, a top view, and a right side view.